question. What would you do if you had 32 gigabytes of internal storage, a 2 terabytes internal SATA hard drive, and the ability to record from other HDMI devices? Today on TV Box Stop, I'm pleased to finally review the Beelink SEA I, Realtek 1295 Android 6.0 4K TV box. After the break, I have a full review of its hardware and features, along with benchmarks and my personal views on this new device, so stay tuned. I'll be back after this. Welcome back. The Beelink SEA I comes in this black box which is professionally well labeled. Here it includes a scan code that takes you to Beelink's YouTube channel. At the top, it says that the model is the SEA I, the CPU is the Realtek 1295 Cortex-A53 CPU. The GPU is the Mali T820 tri-core GPU. It has 2 GB of DDR4 RAM, and 16 GB of internal storage. If more storage is needed, there's a 32 GB model, so you can check that out in the description area. It has Ethernet speed of up to 1000 megabits per second, it has 802.11 dual-band Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth 4.0. It runs on Android 6.0, and it is powered by a 12 volts power adapter. I'll now just take a minute to unpack the contents of this box. So in the box here we have the Beelink SEA I unit itself. You get a new type of infrared remote. You get one HDMI cable, a 12 volts power adapter, and here we have a user's guide. Let's examine the box. To the back, there is 2 HDMI ports, one of which is an input, and the other is an output. You have one RJ45 Ethernet port, one optical audio port, you have a 2.5 inches SATA hard drive dock-in bay, and a power adapter jack. To the side, you have 2 USB ports, one of which is a 3.0 port, and an SD card slot. There's nothing to the other side. To the front, you have an LED clock display. At the top, you have the Beelink logo along with some feature icons, and at the bottom, you have 4 rubber studs, and a firmware upgrade button. The box is made of plastic, and it measures 188 mm in length. Most of my viewers would know that this box was released a couple of months ago, and I also featured it in an introduction video, as well as in a promotion. So why is it I'm now doing the review? Well, let me explain. When Beelink first shipped this box, I had a couple of concerns with the software, somewhat similar to what I experienced in the Z28. However, because of my experience with Beelink and their fabulous support team, they replied to my emails and expressed their concern about how this would affect their customers, and since then, they released 4 firmware updates for the 16 and the 32 GB model, the last one being a wireless update which fixed and addressed the remaining problems I was having with it. Hence why I'm able to now complete this review. I would like to thank Beelink for the support they provide to their customers, and this confirms my claims that Beelink has one of the best customer support and updates for their products. And with that said, I'll now connect this box to my TV, and when I return we'll have the rest of the review. So I'm set and ready to go, and as I start up the box, you would first see the Beelink animation, and then you will be presented with a quick setup screen. Here you would select your language, adjust the screen to fit your display, then connect to a Wi-Fi network, or you can skip this step all entirely and set it up later. You're then presented with this launcher. Please note that if you connected to a Wi-Fi network in the quick setup area, there is a little glitch in the weather widget that can be very annoying at first. To solve this problem, simply enter a city by clicking on the weather widget and the problem will stop. You may have to attempt this a couple times before you can actually get it to enter. For this demonstration, I reverted the box to its first original firmware to show you what was my concerns. The first problem I encountered was that there was no navigation bar at the bottom. As you can see, if you swipe in an upwards motion there's nothing. The second problem was that the box did not come rooted. As you can see, it says here that the box is not rooted. The third problem I encountered was that the box had an HDCP encryption. This encryption blocked my screen capture device from capturing anything off the box, and I had to use a special device just to capture this segment. And when I combined these problems, there wasn't really anything I could have done with this box. However, Beelink released their most recent update fixing these problems. So to all new and existing users of this box, it's imperative that you apply this latest update. To do so, simply go to Settings, then scroll down to where it says About Media Box. Then click to the top here where it says System Updates, then click here where it says Check for Updates. And the box will do the rest. So let's apply the update. If this doesn't work, then it means that you have the first release version 101 from the pre-sale, and you need to update to version 103 with a flash tool on your PC first, then apply the final update. Models released after the pre-sale would have already come with version 103. Links for both the flash tool and firmware 103 can be found in the description area. So now that I have done all the updates, let's continue with the rest of my review as usual. So what we have here is the new launcher, and it now comes with a navigation bar at the bottom for easy navigation. To access the bar, simply swipe in an upwards motion to reveal it. On this bar, you have volume controls, home and back buttons, a cascade button for multitasking or switching between apps, a screen capture button, and this button minimizes the bar. The layout of the launcher is simple, with the ability to add shortcuts on the side panel. This is done by simply clicking on the plus or minus button and selecting or unselecting any app from the list. If you have many shortcuts and require more space, simply click on the corner arrows to access extra pages. And finally, remember to enter your city into the weather widget to stop the glitchy action. If we go to the apps section, all we have is some core system apps like Google Play Store, Chrome browser, Miracast, BeLive, a Fishing Joy game, and an HDMI recorder app. So before I get into system and benchmarks, let me show you what the HDMI input port is for, and why there is a hard drive dock in bay on this box. This new feature is very easy to use, and it comes with a couple of cool new features. To start using the recorder, simply connect any device with an HDMI output to the HDMI input port located at the back. Then on the launcher, click the HDMI icon and you'll be taken to the recorder screen. For this demonstration I connected the MeCool BB2 Pro TV box. Once you have connected your device, play a video and it will begin to show in this box. At this point you can choose to do a number of things. You can start to record a video by clicking the record button. You can also choose where you would like to store your recording. This is where the hard drive dock in bay and the USB 3.0 port comes in. In order to record video streams in HD quality, it requires terabytes of storage. You now have the option to install, let's say, a 2 terabytes hard drive, or you can connect a very large portable hard drive via the USB 3.0 port for hours of continuous recording. Another feature is the ability to schedule a recording. This is very useful for recording TV shows and movies at a particular time, or to start recording a stream from a device at various intervals during the day, or to start recording at a future date. And there is more. there's a really nice feature which is the picture-in-picture display, or PIP for short. This feature allows you to view whatever you're recording in a small picture window, or you can simply use it as a second screen while doing other things on the box. Other features include the ability to change the recording resolution to save space, and the ability to mute the video while it is recording in the background for silent recording. And that's it for the recorder. I'll now install some system and benchmark applications, and when I return we have the rest of the review. So I've installed all the apps I need. First let's check to see if the box is now rooted after the update. And it shows that the box is now rooted, running on Android 6.0 Marshmallow operating system. What this means is that you can now install any app from the Google Play Store without any restrictions. And this is how TV boxes are supposed to be. The box has already been updated, so let's check some system and hardware information. Under System, it shows that the manufacturer is Realtek and the model is the Beelink SEA I. Below here it shows that the box comes with 2 GB of DDR4 RAM, as it is stated in the specs, and below here, it shows the total and remaining RAM and internal storage after the Android installation and apps I installed on the box. Under CPU, it shows that the box is running on a 32-bit quad-core Cortex-A53 CPU, with a CPU clock range of 1.4 GHz. Under Display, it shows that the display is powered by the Mali T820 tri-core GPU, with a refresh rate of 60 Hz. Under Network, it shows that I'm connected to my 5.8 GHz band, and it also shows signal strength, link speed and frequency. Under Android, it shows that the box runs on Android 6.0 Marshmallow operating system, and it also shows that the box is rooted. Under Thermal Information, it shows that the box has an operating temperature of around 60 degrees Celsius. Under Codex Information, it shows that the box comes with H.264, HEVC, and VP9 decoding. There's no H.265 in this list. And that's it for system and hardware information. The first benchmark is a memory speed test. And the results show that the box has a RAM copy speed of 3202 megabits per second, the internal memory has a read speed of 115, and a write speed of 39, the SD card slot has a read speed of 43, and a write speed of 12, and the dock-in bay got a read speed of 135, and a write speed of 106. How to interpret this? Well, it shows that the Beelink SEA I has good internal and external storage read and write speeds, and not so efficient in the RAM copy speed. This means that this box is geared towards storing media, and not so much into gaming. I'll now run some Wi-Fi speed tests. The results show that the Beelink SEA I got some acceptable upload and download speeds. It's not the highest I've seen, but it's above average. I'll now run the Antutu benchmark. And the results show that the Beelink SEA I got an Antutu score of 38,102. Let's see how it does in the Geekbench 4 CPU benchmark. The Geekbench results show that the Beelink SEA I got a score of 599 single-core, and 1712 multi-core. And the last benchmark is the Ice Storm Extreme GPU benchmark. In the end, the Beelink SEA I got an Ice Storm Extreme score of 5,497. And that's it for the benchmarks. I will now run some 4K videos to test the box's capabilities. So from the various videos, I noticed that the Wonders of the World video that usually plays well on other TV boxes had some difficulties on this box, and the first jellyfish video ran smoothly compared to others. And the second jellyfish video had issues as expected. For the final demonstration, let's test the 3D graphics of this box. For this test, I'm running a game called Mortal Kombat. This game contains fighting with graphical endings, so parental discretion is advised.
On your knees. This is the end of you.
The game ran smoothly and in high quality, and I was able to use a gamepad key mapping application, which allowed me to get all the moves in the game. So in conclusion, I can finally say that the Beelink SEA I is a good TV box with advanced DVR capability, and with the ability to convert large amounts of storage to internal storage. It provides a USB 3.0 port, and an internal SATA hard drive docking bay. My concerns with this box is that it should have been a 64-bit system, the CPU clock range should have been higher, it should have been 3 to 4 GB of RAM, and root access and the navigation bar should be out of the box. So I have come to the end of my review of the Beelink SEA I, Realtek 1295 Android 6.0 4K TV box. If you are interested in this box, a link was placed in the description area. Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video if you found it informative, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more TV box stop videos.